So, turns out I figured out how to adapt base design for Stun Baton Repulsor Mod. I have this thing here catch the zombies as they get launched. I originally had it as like a cage out here with blade traps in it, but in 2.6 they nerfed the force of the Stun Baton Repulsor Mod. So they mostly just pile up here, very few of them get launched back there. And this is lighter on resources. Well, it has to be this way because falling as little as 3 blocks puts zombies into rage mode. So that's why I've added these here so that they don't fall off or avoid it as much as possible. You'll notice some other differences in design. Like these is the most obvious change here. And this is the block where the stairs start, the original design. So if you just do some light demo work, the old stairs, put them in sides here. This I've done here. This is a much cheaper way of helping zombies get onto the stairs. Takes you only 2 blocks. It works pretty well since they're just here and they just go up. Yeah, just go up. I mean, they might hit a little bit, but minimal damage. Basically nothing. And I've upgraded the whole thing to concrete, as you can see, and reinforced some critical parts. Steel. Is these blocks. These blocks. This is because they got a lot more damage than before. I think it's because of the mutated changes. Their ranged attack got buffed, both range and damage. So these were taking a lot more punishment up here. And wondering why these are bars, not scaffolding ladders, because you don't want zombies to climb up it. They could with scaffolding ladders. It's only around here to protect the electric fence post and this shotgun turret. I showed these last video, but see it a little better here. Generator's connected to this, connected to that, and take damage. Then turret connected to this switch so that you can turn it on and off. You don't use up all your ammo. Because I mostly just use the turret for cops demos. When I was testing it, I rarely had a cop explode because they don't start exploding when they're stunned. So that combined with the turret is able to kill them quickly enough so that they don't explode. And if they're low, they're not going to start exploding until they stop being stunned. This helps a lot because the cops are usually over there. So if you didn't have this, then it would be a lot harder to take them out. Get to shoot them, you might not have a clean shot. Oh, and the other major thing that I did was I switched this upper part with pull double. Because I figured, wait a minute, it doesn't really matter on the inner layer, because it's supposed to protect from this cop spit on the outer layer. This just gives you more freedom with your angles, doesn't have to be as precise. The only thing though is that you can't really hit down here very well. That happens. But that was just hard to do anyway. So Just shoot, be fine. I mean, for spider zombies specifically, whereabout they'll be. Sometimes you can get them. They climb on top and they're to hit. That's not really a problem. Again, I've surrounded the tripwire posts and shotgun turret with scaffolding ladders to protect its cop spit, because what's happening is some of my testing that the cops would be like down there or down there, be spitting at me, but they would hit the traps instead. So what I've got down here, I've got the same shape as before. The ramp outside corner full, and then it's continued the shape, the regular ramp right there. They wanted this to be adaptable from the original design, much as possible. That's why everything's same shape, only changed what was necessary. In the earlier testing of the design, the blade trap that I mentioned, I had this whole front piece forward 1 block because I thought that was necessary. I think I originally had these steps 1 block forward, and I needed of a gap, I think. But this works just fine. And the reason the shotgun turret is on this side specifically is of demos. Demos have their button on their right. Turrets can set off the button, so demos running up here, it's less of a chance that the turret set off the demo. I almost forgot how you gotta attach these scaffolding ladders on the outside. These are plates right here, because there's no other way to attach them. Maybe you could put one above, but this just gives a cleaner shape like that on the other side too, supported by something. As for the demonstration, I've decided to put up to 16 enemies. Good middle ground between Vault 8, the higher counts. Even though you can put it up to 64, you're not actually going to get 64, because the maximum amount of zombies that can be present at any one time is 30. So even if you're setting 64, it's no different from 32. I don't want to be too much, since this is still kind of a base that doesn't really have any backups to it. Just very durable. So I figure it would be, that would be the best demonstration of its capabilities. This is the main thing. The repulsor mod kind of actually saves this, because when it knocks enemies back, all the spots are freed, which really reduces rage. Like in my last few tests, there were no zombies hitting down here. They were all coming up like they were supposed to. I think partially because this is all steel now, but the other part is that it doesn't get too clogged up here. If anything, they would just hit up here, but it's better for them to hit here. Well, I suppose you'd have to shoot them in either case, but it's better for it to be up here so you can see them doing that. And, you know, knock other zombies out of the way and just shoot them once to knock them out of it. So it works pretty well. And on to the demonstration.